What's going on, everybody? Got another travel video in store. If you haven't noticed, I haven't posted a travel video in a while. I decided to take the past 2 weeks off from traveling. Started to get a little burnt out from traveling, and I'm so close to hitting my goals, so I didn't want to do that. So if you're new to the channel or this portion of my TikTok, shenanigans, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hit all 50 states in the year 2025 alone. And after that said, after this weekend, it's number 39. So I'm almost there. Really, 11 to go, but really only 10. As I live in the state of Colorado, and I haven't checked Colorado off, but I will do a review for people that don't live in Colorado of things to do while you're here in Colorado. So with that said, I got another trip out the way, and this week I went to the city of Milwaukee in the state of Wisconsin. Here I am just going through the airport. It's a nice little airport. Not too big, not too small. You're pretty much in and out. Before I went to my first destination, I looked up a couple things to do while out there. So with that said, the first destination I went to was the Harley Davidson Museum. I'm not a Harley Davidson person. I'm actually a sports bike kind of guy. But there's nothing towards or negative against a Harley Davidson or a cruiser or anything like that. I just prefer what I prefer. So, but with that said, I did want to check this out. It's a landmark in Milwaukee, so I want to check out the landmark and see what it's about and see the history of Harley Davidson and where they came from and where they are today. The cost of this museum is $25. It's going to take you roughly about an hour to walk around, give or take. But with that said, it's a pretty nice museum. $25, the Harley Davidson Museum. This is the Piss Mansion. This mansion was completed and constructed in 1882 by Captain Frederick and Maria Pisp. If that name sounds familiar, if you add a little bit more onto it, this is actually the Piss Blue Ribbon Mansion. So these are the founders and creator of Blue Ribbon. Some of you guys might drink this drink, some of you guys might not, but this is actually the mansion that was created early on in their expansion. So it's a pretty nice little mansion, should I say. The cost of this mansion is $19. It's going to take you roughly about 30-45 minutes to walk around. This is the Mitchell Park Conservation. The cost of this conservation is $9. It's probably going to take you about 45 minutes to walk around it. So it's just like a botanical gardens, but it's set up in 3 different domes. Each dome is set up differently. One dome is actually a desert dome. One is a floral dome, and then one's a tropical dome. So each time you go into a different dome, it's going to be a different kind of setup and different kind of flowers and stuff like that. So for the cost, it wasn't too bad. Something to check out while you're out there in Milwaukee. If that's what you like, I think you enjoy it. If not, check it out anyway. So once again, this is the Mitchell Park Conservation. The cost of this conservation is $9. Check it out. This is the Milwaukee Zoo. The cost of the zoo is $21. This zoo is also 190 acres and it features over 2,200 animals. Not a bad zoo. It's not the biggest, not the smallest, but it's a nice little size zoo. Give or take, depending on how fast or slow you walk and how many pictures and videos you're going to take. I would say anywhere between 2 to 4 hours walking time. So pretty nice little setup indeed. So not too bad of a zoo for sure. But once again, Milwaukee Zoo, $21. This is the Milwaukee Riverwalk. This is actually a free area where a lot of people just go and walk around. You see a lot of people jogging and stuff like that too. But this is an area where you can just do some shopping. You can do some eating. There's a lot of restaurants and all that there too. You can also get on the boat, what they call, the water taxis in most cities and states, and just get on a boat and tour the city and all that. So once again, this is the Milwaukee Riverwalk. This is Safe House Restaurant. This is a spy themed restaurant where you actually need a password to get into the restaurant. If you don't know the password, you can still get in by doing certain things at the front door and whatnot. So once inside, there's certain different kind of passage doors, certain exit ways and all that stuff like that. So once inside, I did do what they had a burger challenge. It's a $50 burger challenge where the burger is 15 3-ounce patties, 45 slices of cheese, and along with 2 pounds of cheese curds and a 51-ounce beer. So I definitely did not finish, didn't even get close, but I tried. So anyway, once again, this is the Safe House Restaurant with a spy thing. This is Pfizer Forum. This is home of Milwaukee Bucks. I was just taking the pictures walking by. I'm a big sports guy, so I took a picture there. This is Lakefront Brewery. You can also do the Lakefront Brewery tour. The cost of this tour is $16. It's roughly about an hour long. Along the tour, they're going to give you, if I remember, 4 8-ounce drinks along the way, so you can drink it while you do this tour. So once again, this is the Lakefront Brewery. The Lakefront Brewery tour is $16, about an hour long to do this tour. This is the Miller High Life Brewery. You can also take a tour just like the Lakefront. The cost of this tour is $20. This tour is roughly about an hour and a half long, and also along the way you also get some beer tasting and all that too. So I thought this tour was a little bit better than the Lakefront. Some people might think otherwise, but me personally, I think this tour is a little bit better, a little bit bigger, and whatnot. So once again, this is the Lakefront, not the Lakefront, the Miller High Life Brewery tour. Cost of this tour is $20, about an hour and a half long. So this completed my trip to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Pretty nice little trip for sure. For those of you who actually want to try out that spy restaurant, I do have the password if you want that password. I will not put it in the open comments, but I can DM it to you and whatnot. So anyway, all in all, this was a nice little trip. I'm still continuing to get all 50 states done by the end of the year. And with that said, after this one, this is number 39 for the year. So I'm getting really close there. I'm down to the final stretch. I have an idea where I want to go next week and in the weeks upcoming. So, but yeah, and until then, you guys have a good one. As always, safe travels. Be safe out there.